Harper One and HarperAudio present Open When for Life's Twists and Turns by Dr. Julie Smith. This is the author. For Sienna, Luke, and Leon, my wish is that you never need this book, but I wrote it just in case. Introduction. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius said, "Get busy with life's purpose. Toss aside empty hopes. Get active in your own rescue, if you care for yourself at all, and do it while you can." A letter from me to you. Despite the fact you're listening to me read my audiobook, I have never been a talker. Even as a child, I observed and absorbed, but rarely approached anyone in times of need. For that, I did what many quiet kids do. I turned to books. Looking back, I see my impulse to read as a kind of searching. I was asking of the pages what I was unable to ask of real people. I waded through book after book. Sometimes I found what I needed, sometimes I didn't. With that in mind, and my current profession as a clinical psychologist, you would be forgiven for assuming that I want to promote inward-focused self-reflection. That is not the case. The inner world is like a sauna. There are benefits to being there, as long as you don't stay for too long. In the same respect, I strongly urge you, in challenging times, to connect with other humans in the real world wherever possible. That is where most of the answers lie to our naturally fluctuating mental health in the face of life's ups and downs. But I am also realistic enough to know that not everybody has a reliable or trustworthy person available to them at the most crucial of times. So, when you find yourself working things out alone, and you struggle to be the voice for yourself that you need to hear, this book is for you. The moment I realized I needed to write this book was when I heard stories of how people were carrying around my previous book, Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before?, so they could refer to it in difficult moments. While these stories were often shared with me as a compliment, I couldn't help but think that it wasn't written for that purpose. It was the wrong book for the job. That book is filled with the concepts and skills that help people to work on their future mental health, often by looking back at difficult moments after they have passed. Not one of those pages contains the words I say to people as they sit in their most vulnerable moments, raw with emotion. In the days before a hurricane, a hammer and nails are exactly the tools you need to arm you for what might lie ahead. But the moment that storm hits, the last thing you need to hear is how you could have been better prepared. In those moments, what we all need is someone to look us straight in the eye and bring the words we need to hear right now. Words that say, "I'm here, let's move forward together. I know a way through." You might say my previous book was the hammer and nails. This book is my hand reaching out to yours in the chaos of the storm, saying, "Come this way, let's get to work." In the moments of pain or confusion, most of us struggle to be the voice we need to hear. Not because there is something wrong with us, but because we are simply learning as we go. So this is the book for us all. For our children as they fly the nest, for our friends that live out of reach, for our family when we can't find the words to say, and for ourselves when we need to find a way through. Through my own experience, as both a reader and a clinician, I know that in dark times, words can light the way, illuminating a new path that you didn't know you were blind to. As I wrote these letters to you, which you'll hear at the beginning of each chapter, I wished at times that I could read your mind and know precisely what you are dealing with and the words that you need the most. An impossible task. I can't predict the details of the challenges you face. Instead, all I have are the gems I have discovered along my own path and a chance to lay them out on yours. So this book can serve only as a lighthouse, unable to pull you from the water, but able to shine a light in this direction and that, so you can work out which way is up when confusion reigns. Use that as you will.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?